This is my first time trying to do an event in advance. This was a little bit of an experiment. I hope it worked. Finally got the stream working. So, yes, hopefully. So I assumed that creating the event would just go right into the stream, but it says waiting, still waiting for me, so I'm not exactly sure if I did that right. Apologies if anybody is at the event page looking for this stream. I'm always learning. There's always stuff to figure out. So, I'm just gonna get started here. Here we go. It's a little dark. Let me turn on the light. There we go. So, just heads up, can everybody hear my audio? Thumbs up? And if anybody came here from the event page, if that worked out, give another thumbs up, because I have no idea what this looks like on your end. But what I wanted to do here was do, oh, this description is incorrect. I'll fix that later. What I want to do is just do a warm-up exercise where I redraw something. I have this little image that I redrew many years ago. You can find the exact date, because it's probably absurd. 2009. Oof, it's painful. But sometimes it's good to go through your old art and find something that worked a little bit. And this drawing I always liked, but of course it's an older drawing, and there are problems with it. So it's beneficial to go back and try and fix the things that are broken, but trying to figure out how to retain the qualities that you liked. Oh. And the way, if you haven't joined me for a stream before, I have a task that I'm always trying to accomplish, but I do keep one eye on the chats. And if you have any questions or want me to address something, then I will do my best to accommodate that. Although if there's a lot of chat going on, it may take a couple times for me to notice the question. So let me get my favorite animator pencil. Here we go. And I know the Kyle brushes are in Photoshop now, but I've been lazy and haven't updated Photoshop yet. I'm going to do that sometime today. There's just too much to do. So this very old drawing, let's look at it. What's working about it? I like how the general shape of it is working. I like how clear the silhouette is, and I like this flow that's going on. It's just a really dramatic angle, but it's still kind of unclear what's going on in the face area. These shapes are a little messy. So I just want to clean that up, make it clearer, and I also want to push this attitude a little more. Maybe have her spine bending this way and coming back around. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do, and we'll see if it's worth it. My last redraw exercise, I kind of want to redraw the redraw exercise because I'm not entirely keen on what I ended up doing. I fixed the problems, but I lost the thing in the original drawing that made me like it. So that's That's the key, to try and keep what's good and fix what's bad, and not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Okay, yes, I'm in Photoshop right now, and I'm drawing on my Cintiq. It's a 22 HD with a nice big gash in the middle that I immediately scratched the middle of my Cintiq when I got it a couple years ago. But it's fine. It's fine. Still works. So I'm gonna have the shirt come out this way now. I really like the legs, with the way the legs were working, so I'm going to try and keep those. Here's an issue. Kind of like how simple the potato chip feet are, but I wonder if it would benefit from having a little more structure. Maybe, maybe not. And I know I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. The horrible secret is I don't know what I'm doing. You learn all these terms and all these tricks to help give you a vocabulary, an arsenal for how to approach drawing, but really it's not until you internalize all these things that it becomes second nature or easy. I don't know if it ever becomes easy. I've never heard any artist say, "Oh, it's easy. Just put in a lifetime of practice and then no problem." But at a certain point, I keep hoping that it will get easier. So here's the face. This was the major part of what I wanted to change. Maybe change the angle. Should she be looking up? Is that more anxiety prone? Should she be looking down? I think I'll go with up. I like how chunky her arms are. So I don't get to draw. Like this kind of drawing is just about getting an emotion and an attitude down. The anatomy is not terrifically important. But that said, it still has to make sense for it to read. So we can't completely discard the importance of anatomy, but we just have to be mindful of the rules that we're breaking. That's why you know the rules, so you know how you're breaking the rules. So I'm going to be doing 2 drawings. This is the first one. We have her biting her fingers. Soy la única que habla español. Perhaps, I don't know if... I only understood that sentence, and I don't speak much more Spanish than that. Oh, cool. Now let's see if anyone has more... Here's... Okay, here's a question. I'm using a 22 Wacom 22 HD Wacom Cintiq to draw on, and I'm drawing in Photoshop right now, and I'm using the Kyle Webster Animator Pencil brush. Let's see. And these 1980s gym shorts would probably curve this way. I don't think I'll get them to hang off of her. Let's just have them be flush with the skin. So out of curiosity, has anybody seen any of my Twitch streams? So I tend to do the Twitch streams more, but I'm trying to figure out what content is more appropriate for which platform. Is using a Cintiq better or any different as opposed to using a Wacom tablet? Yes, a Cintiq, drawing on any surface is preferable to drawing on a tablet. I used a tablet for many years and made it work, but I didn't really start to flourish with digital art until I got the Cintiq. Oh, well, thank you for joining me on the Twitch streams. I appreciate that. The face is not working for me. I just need to keep turning the head. it's not working. Maybe I do have to look down. Wonder if shifting this whole thing down. I'm gonna lose that shape I like. Still losing that shape I like. Do I animate on ones or twos? Twos for sure, with ones used to help emphasize certain actions. Let's see what else is there. So looking back, have I met any internet animators or have I seen any of their work, such as Ego Raptor, Psychic Pebbles, etc.? I don't make a point to see much, just whatever I stumble across in just general internet usage. None of those names ring a bell with me. Yeah, my favorite internet animator is, wait, let me look up really fast so I want to make sure I get his name right. Simon Toefield, the creator of Simon's Cat. I really like those cartoons, and I really respect what he was able to accomplish as an independent animator. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. I think at this point, I'll stop using this as a guide. And start trying to fix up what I've drawn. Yeah, I think I want to keep these sleeves flush. So as not to distract from the shape, maybe even make them longer. Excuse me. I need a cough button. When I animate, do I sometimes use a timer clock to know how long the scene is? I'm not exactly sure what that means. How do you mean how long it takes me to animate a scene, or how long in a timeline the scene is? Because I'll just use a timeline. And if you can rephrase the question, I'll see if I can answer it better. Drawing from life is very good. Yep. No, I'm not ill. I just had a little... I went down the wrong pipe. Oh, and doing that voice made me cough again. I'm fine now. Okay. Alright, well, I think... yeah, there's one thing I liked from the original drawing was this paranoiac looking up and away with the pupils. Come back. You belong on the internet. Come on, Gray. Sorry, she's going back to her trailer. She'll probably be back. Alright. Well, I think I'm getting close with this drawing, so I'm just going to knock this back and draw over it again, clean it up a little better. Look who's here. Come on. Come on. There we go. This is cat break. I can't move. Okay, this is Grey Ghost. She's very shy, but not right now. Check, check, check. We plugged and unplugged the mic again. Ha ha!
Turn it off and on again.
Working. My devious cat. She totally doesn't want me to stream. Little saboteur. Okay, can anyone tell me what the last thing was that I said? Because I said something absolutely brilliant. And I need, I want to share it with the world. And my cat didn't want you to know. So what I was talking about right before I noticed that nobody could hear me was the difficulty of creating a mess, like messy shapes that fit within a larger shape so as to look like a still appealing bunch of shapes, but how if you do that too well, then the mess will just end up looking kind of stylish, and we're not going for style, we're still trying to make mess. So it's difficult to design an appealing mess without getting too messy. Like this nonsense is too messy. It's not a clear shape. But if I was trying to get it to be too constrained in a shape, then it would look, stylish. Yeah. And that's what I liken to anime hair. Like the anime hair always has lots of just detail and waves to it, and all the detail might suggest that it's supposed to look messy, but it just ends up looking really stylish. So when I say I'm trying to avoid anime hair when I do a mess, it means like I'm trying to avoid looking like coiffed in a messy style. I mean, not me, I mean my drawings, but that's obvious. So I'm just gonna do a pass where hopefully this gets a little more cleaned up. I might do one more pass after this. Yeah, these little curly cues at the end, have to be wary of those because that'll make it look stylish pretty fast. Oh gosh. Yes, if you have a question, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to. The chat is moving pretty fast today, so I might miss it. So if I don't see it at first, just throw it in there a couple times, and I'll be sure to catch it. I meant to use a stopwatch and maybe act it out, and how long the scene takes time. No, I've never acted out the scene with a stopwatch before going into it. Usually I just however long it takes is how long it takes. I do the key drawings, and if there is a track that I'm animating to, I lay in the sound as early as possible. and just see how those key poses work to the audio track, and sort of adjust my expectations based on that. Acting out scenes is like trying to get a feel for attitudes and expressions, but not necessarily for timing the length of a scene. Did I go for school for art? Yes, I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design. Did we name our cat after the Beware the Grey Ghost episode of Batman the Animated Series? Kind of, yes. We actually named her because we were trying not to name her, because she was a stray kitty that came with the house when we bought this house. And we already had a cat. I didn't want another cat. I didn't want to fall in love with a cat. She was gray, so we just called her the Gray Cat. And then she had mystical abilities, which had us calling her, like, oh, she's like a little gargoyle. She's like our little ghost. She's the Gray Ghost, just like from Batman. As in, just like because of the name and no other connection. But yeah. But now she's our kitty. And she's been formally adopted as an indoor cat for several years now. She used to be so quiet, but now she's a very, very loud ghost. We should call her Gray Banshee. Back pain. How do you avoid it while drawing? I am the wrong person to ask about avoiding back pain. You just have to get a setup where you're not putting strain on yourself. Like right now, I'm sort of leaning back in my chair. So I don't have lower back pain anymore. I get upper back pain because of my shoulders. This is my very technical solution and medically advanced device apparatus that I use to keep my shoulder from crapping out on me. I put my elbow in this tissue box and prop up my elbow so that I'm not using as much of my shoulder muscles. It's a little bit of a hack that I started using recently, and it works surprisingly well. And also, periodically, you have to do stretches and pop your vertebrae as best as you can. So, if you stick with my live streams a lot, I will tend to disappear out of sight for a few moments. Oh. That's doing some shoulder stretches. And you do have to get up and walk around and move and shake your legs. Like once an hour, they say, but sometimes you just do your chair stretches. Because when you're in the flow, you don't want to be distracted like things like health, comfort, personal well-being. It's for losers. Let's see. Looks like we have Cyrillic characters in here. Is that Russian? Or is it Greek? I think that might be Greek. But the chat is moving so fast. Again, for anybody who said a kind word, thank you so much. I saw Monkey Rag being mentioned a couple times. Very happy that people are still watching Monkey Rag. And if you enjoy it at all, that means a lot to me, so thank you. It was a long time making. I'm not planning to make another cartoon like it in the near future because I don't have the spare time to take on a large project. But my goal is to pitch it and have somebody pay me to make something like it so that I don't have to sacrifice my sleep or paid work in order to do something like that. And that's what I'm trying to do with trying to do streams and sort of create an audience like this, because I'm hoping that I'll eventually be able to get enough of an online audience to support doing original things as my line of make money work. Because as it is, my work is mostly I have to make sure I'm paying the bills. And unfortunately, original stuff is the reward I get for after I finish my regular work. Okay, how's that looking? This guy's bothering me. I'm just drawing through a little bit because trying to get a feel for the total shape of the head and its weird structure. Wow. I seem to have devolved a bit. Yeah, this is the problem I get sometimes. This is why it takes me so long to get anything done, because the more I work something, the more I get away from my original intent. I don't like this drawing as much as this one, although this one was meant to be fixing these problems. Let's turn this back on and just delete this business. See, I like this eye, but I like that mouth. I can't have both. There, getting a little bit of what I originally liked back. Oh, check the chat. Oh, what did I miss? I think there was some discussion of going to college for animation. I definitely have opinions about that. I think it's wonderful to go and immerse yourself in an environment where you have like-minded people, you can develop a network. However, you really have to be careful when you're planning to go to school for animation, because you have to see if the job that you can get after that course of education will be enough to justify the amount of debt you incur. So if you can get scholarships to get a free ride or close to free ride, absolutely, that's great. But if you're going to get $50, $75, $100,000 in debt, really think about that, because the education that you can get on the internet these days is oftentimes better than what you can get in a brick and mortar institution. And if you're worried about accreditation and a diploma, no one ever looks at your diploma in this industry. The only thing that matters is your portfolio. So very carefully weigh your options. And I've seen debt weigh a lot of people down, and it's no fun. So just be careful. Because this is an industry where, even though we're doing what we love, like for me, for instance, what I want to do is make stuff like Monkey Rag, but I don't get to decide what jobs I'm offered. A lot of times the work is not what I would choose to work on, and that's much the case for everybody. And the stresses that you deal with and the amount of hours you're expected to work, after a few years, a lot of people burn out. So even though it's technically animation-related work and we're doing what we love, it's not exactly what you think, and you have to you kind of have to plan for that and account for it. Because I don't know of anybody who is working now who's like, this is exactly what I hoped it would be. There's a lot of reality hits you in the face a whole lot. You do need diplomas and degrees if you're going to work in different countries these days, mostly Canada to USA or vice versa, and going to Europe. As I understand, if it's really hard to get work in it if you're not a citizen of said country anyway. Like, I've got friends, I've got a guy, a colleague who is from Canada, and he lives in the United States now, and he can't get Canadian work because he doesn't physically live in Canada. And he's super frustrated about that. So there's lots of issues. I think this chin is the only thing that's bothering me now. So just, if you choose to pursue animation as a career, be prepared to be flexible with your expectations. And learn to jump on any opportunities. I don't mean to sound discouraging. I always sound discouraging. Especially when I talk to students. It's just that when I was in school, nobody told me these things, and it was, it was a rude awakening. But people entering the animation industry today, it's more robust than it's ever been in history. So there's definitely more opportunity than there used to be to make a living doing this kind of work. But by the same token, that means there's also a lot more competition. So, good and bad. Well, I think somebody asked before if what this music was. This is Django Reinhardt, the years 1951 to 1953. I'm playing this from archive.org. I'll just copy this link in case anybody wants to see it. Oh. It's weird, my chat is flipping out on me. Huh, it's not letting me send it this chat. Weird. Done some of it, having a hard time getting the flow. I've managed to divide the scene into chunks, but now I'm redrawing parts any way I can. Done some of it, but I'm having a hard time getting the flow. How to plan better. Well, it sounds like you're on the right track. You just keep dividing your sequences into smaller and smaller chunks of what you can handle. If you're having a difficult time feeling like you're not getting anything completed, just focus on the absolute smallest thing. Maybe it's just as simple as an eye blink, but once you start getting something done, you'll get a sense of accomplishment and you'll realize, oh, this is something I can handle. I can do something. So sometimes you just need a little bit of a confidence booster to get you going. Okay, I've got this. I'm gonna finish this up. I've spent way too long on this. This is supposed to be just a few minutes, because I've got some other work I need to get to. I'm going to try and do as clean a drawing as I possibly can. in Mexico, trying to get into animation is insane because you basically don't have an industry in animation. Well, actually, over the summer, I got contacted by some guys from Mexico City who were doing some stuff for Cartoon Network Latin America, and they had a really, really good web series that was put on through Cartoon Network Latin America. They were going to do a pilot for like a proper series, not just a like micro short web series. Gosh, what was his name? The cartoons were really good. Nice frame by frame. It was done in Flash, but they did as much redraw as they could get away with, and it turned out really nice. There's like
was that the villain one?
Yeah, the villains. I can't remember what it was called. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Villainous? Alan Turiel. That's right. That's right. I need to get back in touch with him because they were going to do some recordings in the States. Actually at a studio just a couple blocks from my house. I need to follow up and see what happened because that was supposed to happen months ago. And yeah, it's basically him and just a really hardcore group of animators. And they just, they muscle through, they push through. You can't, sometimes if you don't have an opportunity, you just have to make your own. And it takes a lot of gas, but in his case, it seemed to have worked out. Oh, hello from Russia. Привет. Как дела? I don't like having the eyeball just run into the eye. Even with a super abstracted, cartoony anatomy, I've never been a fan of that. Okay, we'll get away with it. Hello from Ukraine. My family is from Ukraine. Cool. Hi from Serbia. Wow. The internet's super cool. So somebody was saying that they saw some interviews with the crew of Villainous. Is there any news? Is the pilot happening? So I know I could probably do a search myself, but I just want to know right this very second. Okay. Okie doke. Now I've got a cleaned up drawing here. Let's do just the last couple fixes before I hang this up. Spent too much time on this silly thing. So before she was missing an eye entirely. So at least now we have a suggestion that there is an eye there. Maybe make this eye bigger. Cheating, cheating, I am cheating. Draw through. See, I think the problem with the hair is that I never drew the structure of the head, so it just kind of looks like nothing. So here we go. No more cheating. Ugh. My advanced medical device has failed me. Oh, I just realized how quiet it got. I guess I finished Django. Start from the beginning. Do you think there could be an innovation to frame-by-frame technology or education that could bring the cost down closer to CG? It is a myth that CG is less expensive than traditional animation. Just look at the budgets for Pixar and Disney features. Like, they're explosive. And the whole reason CG took hold is because those movies did better at the box office and made more money, but they're not cheaper to produce. Now we have frame-by-frame animation programs like TV Paint, which I really, really love, which brings the cost down for doing commercial animation, for sure. But it's just a matter of taste, honestly. Until people can, the general audiences can tell the difference between frame-by-frame animation and puppeted animation and demand something that makes them feel the way frame-by-frame makes the feels happen. I don't know if there will be any change. Okay, well, I gotta finish this. This is not meant to be an all-day project. So I closed all the gaps pretty well. Nice. And this is kind of pink. Let's go for a more anxious color. Let's do red. Clean this up a little bit. Let's change to, oh, I need to update Photoshop. Oh, why haven't I updated Photoshop? Actually, I have hopes for one film that's going to be coming out in a couple of years called Klaus, done by, is his name Sergio Pablos? It's in Spain. And look up the trailer if you haven't seen it. It's a teaser trailer, but you've never seen anything like it in your life. It's absolutely incredible. It's the kind of animation that, like, the general audience might not think it's traditional. They might actually think it's CG. It's got really luscious shadows and highlights. Looks very, very volumetric. The style is just to die for. But it's all 2D. It's all traditionally animated and just processed with incredible skill to make it look like a CG render. So kind of like how it's like the opposite of doing CG and then doing toon shaders on top of it. It's like they did traditional and then did a CG shader on top of it. It's weird. I have no idea how they did it, but it's incredible. And it's a Christmas movie, and for a Christmas movie, if it does well and becomes a perennial classic and makes a lot of money, that might make the major American studios stand up and take notice and think, wow, we have all of these incredible artists who are champing at the bit to draw again. So maybe why not give it a go? It's also important, whenever you see traditional animation and you want more of it, you have to support it. Don't ever steal Cartoon Saloon movies. Don't BitTorrent Cartoon Saloon. Go to iTunes, give the money, and so it's not just giving the money, it's giving the metrics that you're showing to all of the big distributors what people want. And if you want 2D, you have to make it clear. Speak that language. Because the whole reason CG took over is because of box office, because of DVD sales. Not because of some grand aesthetic shift. And it just boggles my mind why distributors haven't jumped onto the Cartoon Saloon films. They're so entertaining in a meaningful way. Not in a distracting, loud, roller coastery kind of way. They're yummy. Don't worry, the mic is protected. She came and went. But now I'm going to be so paranoid about that forever. Always checking the mic. Meow. What is my favorite drawing exercise before I start working on something? Oh, there's lots. If there is time to do a drawing exercise of some kind, like this, what we're doing now, redrawing, it's very satisfying because I get to delete an old drawing off of my computer. And also it feels like I am making progress in this silly business of the arts. I can look and see I'm getting better, and you really can only compare yourself to yourself if you want to stay sane. So I can look at this old drawing like, 2009 me, what a chump, what a loser. And that makes me feel better. 2018 me, oh. Okay. I'm gonna do shadows this way. What would make a good shadow color? Let's do blue. Why not? Let's see how that looks. A nice bold red and a nice bold blue. We'll get a nice bold purple. Trying to get too lazy. Can't get too lazy here. What sort of brushes do I use? In Photoshop, the Kyle Webster brushes, for sure. It was only after I downloaded his Mega Pack a few years ago that I started to feel comfortable drawing digitally. And it's a blessing and a curse, or like a blessing and a tiny bit of a curse, because now I don't draw traditionally as much, because it's so much easier to just draw digitally. But I still keep my sketchbooks, and some nights I just doodle in those, because it takes longer, but it makes me think better. I'm a better thinker when I draw traditionally. Oh, kitten. Oh, kitten cat. You want to come up again? Here she is. Are you gonna be good? Silly kitty. I think she wants me to go eat some lunch and sit on the couch and not move. She is a temptress. Okay. Oh, it's time for me to button this one up. Let's put this on multiply. Oh, looks a little too samey now. Let's see what the other ones look like. Nope. Nope. Oh, yeah, well, that's exactly the same. Interesting, but nope. 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 Hard light. Normal. Hard light looks pretty cool. Let me knock it back a little more. Come on. Eyedropper. Let's go. Let's get these little veins back in here. Maybe I should do blue veins. Hard light. Also, save. Should probably save. Just want to do something to break this color up just a little bit. Yeah, nothing too drastic. Probably should do something with the hair too. Oh, why am I spending so much time on this? There's no reason for it. Purple hair, blue hair. Green hair. Green, nah. Maybe just slightly darker. That's fine. Okay, well. Let's review. Started with this, cleaned up to this, ended up with this. We can delete those. I like to keep things tidy. What? Nope. Well, that looks... Yeah, maybe knock back the line work a little bit. I feel like I can do better with the shadows on her face. It's the point at which I'm usually wanting to just be done, so I stop thinking. And that's where my drawings suffer. Thinking good. Well, now I erased too much. I gotta put something back. I run the danger of overthinking. Okay, well, I just gotta be done. Oops. Overworking. To the point where nothing works. Okay. Well, let me check out if I missed anything in the chat. If I missed anything, let's scroll up. Okay. Okay. It's something about tomatoes. I'm not quite sure. Oh God, please don't, what? I'm not sure what happened. The toe stuff. Alright, so I'm going to have to log off because I said that I was going to do a Twitch stream at noon, and I have some work. This was just supposed to be a quick warm-up exercise, and I ended up spending 2 hours on it. Of course I do. But if you want to continue hanging out, please join me on my Twitch channel. I'll see if I can post the URL. It's not letting me type in the chat for some reason. Here, yeah, it's not letting me. Post a URL. Did that go through? Nope. Okay. Oh, darn. Here, I'm just going to refresh real quick. Okay, that was better. I will post this on my Tumblr. Let me post the URLs for you right now. I'll post this on my Tumblr account, which is joethezet.tumblr.com. There's my Tumblr. My Twitter is also joethezet. I should have these links all ready to go, but of course I don't. And for my Twitch live stream, if you want to see me work on some animation, I'm going to be doing that in just a few minutes. Yeah, the previous, again, with these redraws, I'm trying to retain what I liked about the original drawing, and, you know, it happened with my last redraw exercise that I lost that, so, all I can do is keep trying. Oh, something's wrong with the links? Huh. Weird. It should just be twitch.tv/joethezet. Let me post that again. Well, hopefully, just know I'm on all of these platforms, and it's just joethezet over and over. Yeah, so hopefully this helped a little bit, or I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I like the old drawing better too. So 2 hours down the tube, whatever. Okay, but thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. If you have any more questions, feel free to jump on the next stream or shoot me an email or anything like that. But until next time.